In today's hyper-connected world, privacy often feels like a lost art, and the value of discretion has been overshadowed by the allure of oversharing. With every click, post, and conversation, we are subtly conditioned to lay bare the details of our lives, seeking validation or acknowledgement from others. But an intelligent person knows that some aspects of life are too precious to be put on display. They understand that boundaries are not barriers but safeguards for personal growth, emotional well-being, and clarity. There is a profound wisdom in choosing what to share and what to keep private, because some things are simply more powerful when nurtured in silence. In life, the most meaningful achievements and the strongest relationships are built on foundations of trust, patience, and authenticity. Broadcasting every thought, plan, or struggle dilutes the sanctity of these experiences, leaving them vulnerable to misinterpretation, judgment, or interference. True intelligence lies not only in knowing what to say, but in knowing when to say it and to whom. The power of privacy is not just in withholding information, but in understanding its role in preserving energy, focus, and the integrity of our aspirations. An intelligent person is deliberate about maintaining privacy in three essential areas: their future plans, personal relationships, and financial circumstances. These are not arbitrary choices, but critical components of a life well guarded against unnecessary complexities. Future plans, when shared prematurely, can be stifled by doubt, criticism, or even envy. Relationships thrive in the intimacy of trust, away from the prying eyes of others who may not have the best intentions. Financial details, on the other hand, are a reflection of one's stability and decisions. Keeping them private prevents unnecessary judgment or exploitation. When you protect your plans, you allow them to mature uninterrupted. When you shield your relationships, you create a sacred space for growth and mutual respect. When you safeguard your finances, you ensure that your decisions are driven by wisdom rather than societal pressure or comparison. These principles are not about mistrust, but about cultivating a life of intentionality, where external noise doesn't dictate the internal narrative. Living in an era of instant communication, where opinions are shared as easily as breathing, can make this practice seem countercultural. But it is precisely in such an environment that the value of privacy becomes a mark of wisdom and strength. The choice to hold certain aspects of your life close to your heart is not just an act of self-preservation, it is a declaration of your independence from the chaos of public scrutiny. Keeping these three things private does not mean living in isolation or refusing to trust others. Instead, it is about exercising discernment. It is about recognizing that not everyone you encounter will understand or appreciate the depth of your dreams, the intricacies of your relationships, or the significance of your financial journey. Protecting these areas of your life is a form of self-respect, ensuring that your energy is directed toward building the life you want, rather than defending it from unwarranted commentary or interference. Privacy, when embraced, becomes a tool for empowerment. It allows you to focus on what truly matters, free from distractions or the weight of external expectations. It gives you the space to make mistakes, to learn, and to grow without the fear of judgment. It empowers you to nurture your plans until they're ready to bloom, to strengthen your relationships in ways that only you and your loved ones can understand, and to make financial decisions that align with your personal values. This practice is not always easy, especially when society encourages openness at every turn. It takes courage to resist the pull of oversharing and confidence to walk the path of quiet determination. But as you embrace this approach, you'll discover the freedom that comes with being the sole architect of your life's narrative. You'll realize that true fulfillment doesn't come from applause or validation, but from the quiet satisfaction of living authentically and intentionally. An intelligent person doesn't keep things private out of fear or secrecy, but out of a deep understanding of what truly matters. They know that a life lived with discernment is a life lived with purpose. By keeping future plans, relationships, and financial details private, they ensure that their energy is channeled toward creating a legacy of substance rather than spectacle. This choice is not just a strategy, but a philosophy, a commitment to guarding what is sacred, to growing in wisdom, and to living a life that is as fulfilling as it is authentic. It is a choice to prioritize what truly matters and to let your actions, rather than your words, tell the story of your journey. And in that choice lies the essence of intelligence, strength, and self-mastery. In a world where sharing has become second nature, the value of privacy often goes unnoticed. We live in an age of instant communication, where social media platforms encourage us to broadcast our thoughts, feelings, and achievements to the world. While this openness can foster connection and engagement, it also blurs the line between what is public and what should remain private. Intelligent individuals understand that privacy is not just about secrecy, it's about preserving control over one's life and maintaining a sense of individuality. Privacy is a shield that protects us from unnecessary scrutiny and judgment. When we share too much, we invite opinions, criticism, and even unwanted influence into our lives. Maintaining privacy allows us to navigate challenges without external distractions and empowers us to focus on what truly matters. It ensures that our decisions are guided by our values and not shaped by external expectations. Furthermore, privacy fosters deeper and more meaningful connections. When certain aspects of our lives are kept private, we create a space where trust can thrive. Sharing selectively with those we truly trust enhances relationships and adds value to our interactions. It also allows us to remain authentic, free from the pressure of performing for an audience. In essence, privacy is a form of self-respect. It enables us to take ownership of our lives, protect our peace, and build a solid foundation for personal and professional growth. By valuing privacy in a connected world, we reclaim the power to define our narratives, pursue our goals without interference, and live authentically. It is not about hiding, it's about choosing what and when to share, ensuring that our lives remain ours to lead. Discretion is a subtle yet powerful trait that distinguishes intelligent individuals in both their personal and professional lives. It is the art of knowing what to share, when to share it, and with whom. In a society that often glorifies openness and oversharing, the ability to exercise discretion becomes a rare and invaluable skill. Discretion allows us to navigate complex social dynamics, protect our goals, and maintain our sense of individuality in a world where privacy is frequently compromised. At its core, discretion is about exercising thoughtful judgment. It's not about secrecy or withholding information unnecessarily, but about understanding the implications of what we choose to disclose. By being selective, we safeguard our aspirations, relationships, and peace of mind from unnecessary interference or judgment. This skill is particularly important when dealing with sensitive matters such as personal challenges, financial affairs, or future plans. Intelligent individuals recognize that premature sharing can lead to misunderstandings, unwanted advice, or even sabotage. Discretion also fosters trust and respect in relationships. When others see that we handle sensitive information with care, they are more likely to confide in us and value our input. It demonstrates maturity and reliability, qualities that enhance both personal bonds and professional reputations. Moreover, discretion allows us to navigate conflicts or disagreements tactfully, avoiding unnecessary drama or escalation. Practicing discretion empowers us to retain control over our narratives. In a world where information spreads rapidly, being mindful of what we reveal ensures that we are not defined by misinterpretations or fleeting judgments. Instead, we can focus on our growth, make decisions confidently, and build a life rooted in authenticity and purpose. Understanding the power of discretion is a step toward mastering the art of living intentionally and with integrity. Protecting future plans from external interference is an essential practice for maintaining focus, clarity, and the integrity of one's goals. Sharing ambitions prematurely can invite unnecessary opinions, doubts, or even sabotage from others, often unintentionally. Intelligent individuals understand the value of nurturing their dreams privately until they are robust enough to withstand external scrutiny. When we share our plans too early, we risk exposing them to the biases and judgments of others. Even well-meaning friends and family might project their fears or limitations onto our aspirations, leading to discouragement or second-guessing. By keeping plans private, we preserve the purity of our vision, allowing ourselves the freedom to shape and refine it without outside influence. This autonomy fosters a deeper connection to our goals and strengthens our resolve to achieve them. Moreover, premature sharing can create pressure to perform even before we are ready. Announcing a goal publicly can lead to the need to validate it externally, shifting our focus from genuine progress to seeking approval. This can be particularly counterproductive, as the energy spent defending or explaining our plans could instead be directed toward execution. Maintaining privacy also minimizes the risk of external interference in the form of criticism, competition, or manipulation. Unfortunately, not everyone has our best interests at heart, and sharing too much can inadvertently provide others with the opportunity to undermine our efforts. By protecting our plans, we create a safe space to experiment, learn, and grow without fear of external disruption. Ultimately, safeguarding future plans is an act of self-respect and strategic thinking. It allows us to operate from a position of strength and confidence, ensuring that when we do share our achievements, they are fully realized and speak for themselves. In doing so, we build a foundation of trust in our abilities and a legacy of meaningful accomplishments. Building focus and clarity through boundaries is a powerful strategy for achieving personal and professional success. In a world filled with constant distractions and demands, setting clear boundaries allows us to protect our time, energy, and mental space. Intelligent individuals understand that boundaries are not barriers but tools to ensure that their priorities remain at the forefront. Establishing boundaries begins with identifying what truly matters. This requires self-awareness and the courage to differentiate between what is essential and what is merely noise. By defining clear limits, we give ourselves the gift to focus our energies channeled toward meaningful activities, and our decision-making becomes more intentional. This clarity allows us to approach tasks with a calm and steady mindset, free from the clutter of competing demands. Boundaries also play a critical role in maintaining emotional well-being. When we allow others to overstep our personal limits, we risk becoming overwhelmed, resentful, or distracted. By asserting our boundaries, we protect our mental and emotional health, creating a space where we can thrive. This includes saying no to commitments that do not align with our values or goals, which is a skill that requires practice but yields immense benefits in the long term. Another essential aspect of boundaries is minimizing the influence of negativity or toxic relationships. Whether in personal or professional settings, limiting exposure to people who drain our energy or undermine our confidence allows us to focus on those who uplift and inspire us. This intentional curation of our environment fosters clarity and cultivates a mindset of abundance and positivity. Building focus and clarity through boundaries is essential for achieving personal growth, maintaining well-being, and accomplishing long-term goals. In today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world, the ability to set and maintain boundaries helps create an environment conducive to productivity and mental clarity. Boundaries are a form of self-care and self-respect. They define the space where you can thrive without unnecessary interference. By consciously setting limits on how much access others have to your time, energy, and emotions, you protect yourself from burnout and the chaos of overcommitment. This creates a structure where focus can flourish. One of the most significant benefits of boundaries is the ability to prioritize what truly matters. With clear limits in place, you can devote more energy to activities aligned with your core values and goals. This minimizes distractions and keeps your mind focused on the bigger picture, fostering clarity and purpose in everything you do. It also allows you to eliminate the guilt, often associated with saying no to obligations that detract from your vision. Boundaries also reduce the mental clutter that comes from people-pleasing or overextending yourself. When you confidently communicate and enforce your limits, you avoid the stress and resentment that arise from feeling obligated to meet everyone's expectations. This fosters emotional resilience, allowing you to tackle challenges with a clear head. Creating boundaries involves recognizing your personal limits and being honest about your needs. It's not about shutting others out, but about creating a balance that nurtures both personal peace and meaningful connections. Whether in professional environments or personal relationships, boundaries pave the way for deeper focus, better decision-making, and a stronger sense of self. Ultimately, boundaries are the foundation for achieving clarity, fostering growth, and living a life that is purpose-driven and fulfilling. Strengthening personal and professional integrity is a cornerstone of living a purposeful and respected life. Integrity is about aligning actions with values, ensuring honesty, and maintaining ethical standards. It is not only a personal virtue, but also a professional necessity that builds trust, fosters respect, and paves the way for meaningful relationships and opportunities. Personal integrity begins with self-awareness. It involves understanding your core values and ensuring that your decisions and actions reflect them. This consistency builds self-respect and a sense of authenticity, allowing you to face life's challenges with confidence. Personal integrity also involves accountability, acknowledging mistakes and learning from them rather than shifting blame. This approach fosters growth and resilience, reinforcing your commitment to living a life of principle. Professional integrity extends these values to your workplace. It means upholding ethical standards, being honest in your communication, and treating colleagues, clients, and stakeholders with fairness and respect. In the workplace, integrity is synonymous with reliability. When you deliver on promises and act transparently, you build a reputation for dependability and trustworthiness. This not only strengthens your relationships, but also positions you as a leader who others can rely on. Integrity also serves as a protective shield, helping you navigate ethical dilemmas and pressure. By prioritizing long-term respect over short-term gains, you maintain credibility and avoid actions that could compromise your reputation. This commitment to ethical behavior is a powerful asset in both personal and professional spheres, ensuring that you remain aligned with your values regardless of circumstances. Strengthening integrity is an ongoing process that requires reflection, commitment, and courage. It demands standing firm in your principles, even when it is difficult or unpopular. By doing so, you build a life of authenticity and trust, fostering deeper connections and lasting success in every area of your life. Redefining fulfillment beyond external validation is a powerful shift in perspective that leads to true contentment and inner peace. In a world that often places a high value on external achievements, approval, and recognition, it's easy to fall into the trap of defining our worth based on what others think or what we can externally achieve. However, fulfillment based on external validation is fleeting and unreliable because it depends on factors beyond our control. By redefining fulfillment from within, we empower ourselves to find lasting happiness, purpose, and peace. The first step in this transformation is to recognize that true fulfillment comes from within, not from others' approval or material success. While external achievements such as promotions, awards, or recognition can bring temporary satisfaction, they do not provide lasting happiness. Fulfillment is found in the alignment of your values, passions, and goals with your daily actions. When you focus on living authentically and in alignment with what truly matters to you, the need for external validation fades. Self-awareness plays a crucial role in this process. Taking the time to understand who you are, what you value, and what brings you joy allows you to move away from the societal pressures that define success. When you base your fulfillment on your own values, you become less dependent on others' judgments or opinions. This shift in focus helps you embrace your uniqueness and encourages you to pursue goals that resonate with your true self, not what others expect from you. Personal growth is another key aspect of redefining fulfillment. When you shift your focus inward, you begin to value progress over perfection. This means celebrating small wins, acknowledging your growth, and recognizing the importance of the journey, rather than just the destination. It also encourages a mindset of resilience, where setbacks become opportunities to learn and grow, rather than obstacles that define your worth. Another essential part of this process is embracing self-compassion. Letting go of the need for external validation allows you to be kinder to yourself, accepting that you don't need to be perfect or constantly seek approval to be valuable. In doing so, you free yourself from the pressure of comparing yourself to others and allow your self-worth to be rooted in your own actions, integrity, and growth. Redefining fulfillment beyond external validation also means setting boundaries with others' expectations. It's about learning to say no to things that do not align with your true desires and saying yes to what nurtures your inner well-being. When you stop seeking validation from the outside world, you create space for your own voice to be heard and for you to define success on your own terms. Ultimately, fulfillment that comes from within is rooted in peace, contentment, and self-acceptance. It's the realization that you are enough just as you are, and that your value is not determined by external accomplishments or the opinions of others. When you embrace this shift, you open yourself up to a deeper, more meaningful connection with yourself and the world around you. Fulfillment is no longer an external pursuit, but a daily practice of aligning with your true self and embracing the beauty of the present moment. Balancing trust and confidentiality is a critical skill in both personal and professional relationships. It involves understanding when to share information openly and when to maintain discretion to protect sensitive details. Trust is foundational in building meaningful connections, yet confidentiality ensures that private information is safeguarded, maintaining a sense of security and respect for boundaries. At its core, trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. Whether in business, friendships, or romantic partnerships, trust allows individuals to be open, honest, and vulnerable without fear of judgment or betrayal. Trust builds the confidence necessary for people to share their thoughts, experiences, and aspirations freely, knowing that their words will be respected. However, trust should be balanced with confidentiality, ensuring that personal or sensitive information is handled with care and protected from unnecessary exposure. And confidentiality is crucial because it protects the privacy of individuals and the integrity of sensitive information. In professional settings, confidentiality can pertain to intellectual property, client details, or even internal company matters that must not be disclosed without proper authorization. In personal relationships, confidentiality safeguards individual secrets, fears, or vulnerabilities shared in trust. It fosters a sense of safety, allowing individuals to open up without the fear of their private information being misused or exposed. While trust encourages openness, maintaining confidentiality requires discernment. Not every piece of information needs to be shared, even with trusted individuals. Part of balancing trust and confidentiality is recognizing when to keep things private for the greater good. For example, sharing confidential details without permission can damage relationships, betray trust, and even lead to unintended consequences. Therefore, it's important to weigh the potential impact of sharing certain information before acting on it. At the same time, confidentiality should not be mistaken for secrecy. Being too closed off can damage trust, as it may lead others to feel excluded or unimportant. Effective communication involves finding the right balance, knowing when and how to share without compromising the privacy of others or violating trust. This means setting clear boundaries, being transparent about the nature of the information being shared, and ensuring that sensitive details remain protected. In business, this balance becomes even more intricate. Leaders must maintain trust with their teams while respecting the confidentiality of clients, contracts, and internal matters. Professionals who are entrusted with sensitive data must handle it responsibly, ensuring that their actions uphold both ethical standards and legal requirements. Trust is also essential for building strong organizational cultures where employees feel valued and respected, knowing their confidential matters are handled with integrity. Similarly, in personal relationships, balancing trust and confidentiality means respecting emotional boundaries. For example, when friends or partners share personal challenges or vulnerabilities, it's important to keep that information in confidence unless they explicitly give permission to share it. Breaking confidentiality can damage the emotional foundation of a relationship, leading to feelings of betrayal and a loss of trust. Striking a balance requires empathy and a deep understanding of the needs of others. It's about respecting personal boundaries while also being open and transparent in communication. Balancing trust and confidentiality doesn't mean suppressing information, but rather finding a healthy way to share it that honors both parties' emotional needs and the integrity of the relationship. Ultimately, the balance between trust and confidentiality is about mutual respect. When trust is maintained and confidentiality is respected, relationships, whether personal or professional, can thrive. Individuals are more likely to feel safe, valued, and respected, creating environments where collaboration, openness, and mutual understanding are prioritized. Finding this balance is an ongoing process that requires self-awareness, careful consideration of boundaries, and a commitment to maintaining integrity. It's a delicate art, but when done right, it strengthens relationships and fosters deeper connections. Living authentically with purpose and intentionality is about aligning your actions, thoughts, and emotions with your true values and beliefs. It means being true to yourself, not simply conforming to societal expectations or the opinions of others. It's about carving your own path, setting clear goals, and moving forward with a sense of direction that reflects who you truly are. When you live authentically, you stop pretending to be someone you're not and begin embracing your unique identity, strengths, and passions. Purpose is at the heart of authentic living. When you have a clear sense of purpose, you understand why you do what you do, and you approach each day with a deeper sense of meaning. Your purpose acts as a compass that guides your decisions and actions, helping you stay focused on what truly matters. Whether it's your career, relationships, or personal growth, knowing your purpose provides clarity and motivation. Living with purpose helps you stay aligned with your core values and ensures that every choice you make is intentional and in service of your greater goals. Intentionality takes this a step further. It's the practice of being mindful and deliberate in all aspects of your life. When you live intentionally, you make conscious decisions that reflect your purpose and values. It's not about acting impulsively or allowing life to happen to you. It's about taking charge of your life and shaping it according to your vision. Intentional living requires discipline, self-awareness, and focus. It's about being present in every moment, understanding the impact of your choices, and committing to a life that is congruent with your true self. Living authentically also means embracing vulnerability. It requires courage to show up as you truly are, without hiding behind masks or pretending to be someone you're not. This vulnerability creates genuine connections with others, as people are drawn to authenticity and can sense when someone is being real. Living authentically allows you to attract people and experiences that resonate with your true essence rather than chasing after external validation or approval. You stop seeking validation from others because you've already found it within yourself. Being authentic doesn't mean that you won't face challenges or make mistakes along the way. In fact, living authentically often requires taking risks and stepping out of your comfort zone. But when you are true to yourself, you are more resilient in the face of adversity. Your purpose and intentionality give you the strength to keep going, even when things get tough. You understand that every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow, and you remain committed to your journey, no matter the obstacles. To live authentically, it's also important to let go of the fear of judgment. Many people avoid being true to themselves because they worry about what others will think. But living authentically is not about pleasing others or seeking approval. It's about living for yourself, making choices that align with your values, and being unapologetic in your pursuit of happiness and fulfillment. When you embrace authenticity, you give yourself the freedom to be yourself without the weight of other people's opinions. Another key component of living authentically with purpose and intentionality is self-reflection. Regularly assessing your life, your choices, and your goals ensures that you stay on track and continue moving toward your purpose. Self-reflection helps you to recalibrate when necessary and make adjustments to your path. It's about staying true to yourself in the face of external pressures, ensuring that your life aligns with your inner values, not the expectations of others. Living authentically with purpose and intentionality also has a profound impact on your well-being. When you live in alignment with your true self, you experience greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace of mind. You are no longer bogged down by the pressure to conform or to meet other standards. Instead, you create your own definition of success, one that reflects your unique qualities and passions. As you align your actions with your purpose, you begin to feel more empowered and connected to the world around you. This sense of alignment fosters greater confidence and self-worth as you become more comfortable in your own skin. In relationships, living authentically with purpose and intentionality means showing up as your true self. It involves being open and honest with those around you, sharing your thoughts and feelings in a way that is genuine and vulnerable. Authentic relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. By living authentically, you attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are, and you create connections that are deep and meaningful. When you live with purpose and intentionality, every day becomes an opportunity to live with greater clarity, direction, and passion. You stop drifting through life and instead start making conscious decisions that align with your values. This doesn't mean everything will be easy or smooth, but it does mean that you will face challenges with a strong sense of direction and inner peace. Your purpose gives you the strength to navigate obstacles, while your intentionality ensures that every step you take is in alignment with your true self. Ultimately, living authentically with purpose and intentionality is about living a life that is deeply fulfilling and meaningful. It's about being true to yourself and taking control of your journey. When you live authentically, you don't have to worry about living up to other people's expectations because you're already living according to your own standards. You can look in the mirror every day with a sense of pride, knowing that you're being the person you were always meant to be. At the end of a speech, it's important to deliver a final message that resonates deeply with the audience and encourages them to take action or reflect on the core idea you've shared. Saying something meaningful at the conclusion allows you to leave a lasting impact, inspiring change or thoughtfulness in those who have listened. When you say something at the end, you create a sense of closure and completeness. It reinforces the main theme of your speech and can serve as a call to action, urging listeners to apply the lessons they've learned or to challenge their own thinking. A powerful ending helps your audience remember your message long after they've left. Additionally, concluding with a thought-provoking statement or motivational thought can inspire confidence and leave your audience feeling empowered. Whether you're encouraging them to live authentically, take action, or believe in their own abilities, ending your speech with such words can ignite a sense of urgency to follow through with the message you shared. Ending your speech well also offers a chance for emotional connection. If your audience feels moved, inspired, or motivated by what you said, they'll remember the ending as the most impactful part. You want them to walk away with not just information, but also the feeling of having experienced something transformative that will stay with them. Lastly, the end is the perfect opportunity to thank your audience, express gratitude for their time, and invite them to continue the conversation or reflect further on the ideas you've introduced. It's a polite and considerate way to wrap up the speech and shows that you value their attention and engagement.